Good morning. Day number 3 at Disneyland Paris. We did come in very briefly yesterday and we rode the train. We weren't planning on coming in the parks, but we didn't take as long in Paris as we thought. We did go see the Eiffel Tower, but for anyone that's curious, London's a much easier city to walk around. And it's cold, so we came back. So we did do the train, super cool. If anybody's wondering, they have a view into Pirates of the Caribbean from the train rather than Splash Mountain, which I thought was so cool. But today is day number 3, so I have a lot to do today. We're gonna have a breakfast, or not breakfast, we already had breakfast. We have a dinner buffet at Pym's Kitchen in Avengers Campus. We have a full day. We were gonna watch the parade, but since the park closes earlier today because it's a Wednesday, the parade is probably too close to dinner, so we may not be able to see that, so that may have to wait till tomorrow. But, well, we already watched it, but we want to watch it again. And we will probably definitely get a spot for fireworks. But we came in during early entry. We weren't here like right when it started, but we came pretty close. And we got on Peter Pan because that always has like an hour plus line. It was really good, actually. I wouldn't wait an hour for it, but it was better than our Shocker.
Yeah.
So everything here is the best version. But yeah, we were gonna wait in line to meet Mickey because that's been hitting 2 to 3 hours every day. And I was like, oh, maybe he's in his 30th costume. I'd love to see that. But he's not. We looked it up and he's just in his tuxedo, which is still super fun, but we're not gonna waste our time. We can eat Mickey back home. So I think we're gonna go over to like the Storybook Land area where they have Casey Jr. and their version of Storybook Land canals. We haven't done either of those yet. And it's supposed to rain later this morning, so we're gonna go do all the outdoor stuff while we can.
Out of the way.
So that's gonna be our next stop. I feel like I really haven't been showing much of us walking around the park in general here, and it's a very different layout, so I'll try to do a little bit more of that today. This is the Alice's Curious Labyrinth, the maze here, which we have not done yet. Definitely planning to do that, so maybe that'll happen later today if we have time. But yeah, Peter Pan, we just had to go straight there. We got into the park and we were going to go straight to Peter Pan, but we were a little delayed because they had a PhotoPass photographer in front of the castle, which we have been waiting for because we've had a very hard time finding PhotoPass. I'm really oh, that's the line for the princesses. I was like, it's Small World is definitely still closed. So we did get PhotoPass because we paid for it, and we've been getting all of our ride photos, but I will say, just like California, it is very hard to find PhotoPass here. Like in Florida, they're everywhere. So if you if you're going to Florida on vacation to Walt Disney World, highly recommend getting what's it called? Memory Maker, yes. Definitely get PhotoPass because you can find photographers everywhere. But California, we never see them, and then here, never see them. So I don't regret getting it because I wanted the ride photos. And they have photos on rides that we don't have. Like Big Thunder Mountain here has a ride photo, which is kind of cool. But we did find the PhotoPass photographer in front of the castle, so that was exciting. Had to take advantage of that because I'm assuming once it starts raining, they're gonna leave again. If they're out later, I'd totally do it again because the castle's such a good backdrop. And they did cut off the line like 2 people after us, so we just timed it very well. But here's the Storybook Lane canals, or I forget what it's called here. But it's kind of cool. They're like more like it's a Small World boats. Oh, there's the name. They Pays de Conte de Fées, maybe? Something like that. I didn't see the full sign. And then here's Casey Jr. Haven't done that yet either, but we did do the train and we saw all of it from the train. So that was fun. But we'll definitely have to do those. This Fantasyland is just so picturesque, so it would be fun to get a nice view from above. But we did see It's a Small World from the train, and it's getting like a major facelift. Like it's not anywhere near being ready to open. So it's not even like we just missed it. They have no opening date announced for that yet. So we'll just have to come back, ride it another time. But this view, this Fantasyland in general, got the Queen of Hearts castle, the top of the teacups, and then of course the beautiful chateau in the background. But this should be fun too. Oh, I see Rapunzel's tower. There's been a pretty big gap in time, and that's due to more rain. So we did a handful of rides, got a lot accomplished, pretty much wrapped up Fantasyland other than Pinocchio. We did get on Buzz Lightyear, which we hadn't done yet. Redid a couple rides we've already done, our favorites, but basically spent the whole morning there. It's now, I think, about half an hour before we have the superhero station here at Hotel New York, so we came back to the hotel, came to the Bleecker Street Lounge to kill some time. So, quick look at the lounge. It was very crowded when we got here, and now it's kind of emptied out. But we did just order some drinks. I got the orange ring, which I think is their signature cocktail. So it kind of looks like Doctor Strange's portal. Super cool looking. And then Amanda got some kind of lemonade. Lemonade elixir.
It's supposed to be like, there's lemonade, there's cane syrup.
Okay, cane syrup, mint, lemonade.
Butterfly tea.
Something like that. And then you have to, what, mix that in? That looks exciting. Ooh. Wait, that's cool. Very fun. And we're going to get to meet some superheroes soon. Welcome to the Superhero Station. This is an interactive area at Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel. Now, you do have to be staying here at the hotel in order to have a reservation to come in here, so you have to reserve a time, but it's full of super fun, interactive backdrops. They tell you where to stand. So here's Peter Parker's bedroom, and then it looks like you're on the ceiling. You've got Thor's hammer, Wakanda, Iron Man's shoes. You've got the Quantum Realm. You can be Captain Marvel, as well as the opportunity to meet a hero. So right now it's Black Panther. When we came in, we got to meet Black Widow, which was super fun. And they have the mirror dimension, and then finally they have a little cell from the Collector's Fortress. So if you've been on Mission Breakout, this probably looks very familiar. So super, super cool. It is free. You just have to pick a time, and then you get to come in here, take as many photos as you like, and meet a hero. And it is exclusive to the hotel, separate from Avengers Campus, where you can also meet heroes, and they do rotate. So I know it was Black Widow and Black Panther. I know they've also brought in, I think, Loki. They used to do Spider-Man, but I think they try to have it be different from the characters that are offered in Avengers Campus, which I believe is frequently Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Captain Marvel. So you probably won't see the three of them here too often, but you never know who you're going to get when you come in. I realize with the rain, I still have not been doing much as far as showing the parks themselves as we walk around. But we were back up in the front of Studios, the Studio One, which is the entrance. There's a partner statue animation building with the Tower of Terror right here, which we still have not gone on. So that'll maybe be tomorrow. I just don't know if we're going to want to ride it right after eating a buffet. So we'll see when we do Tower of Terror. But that's kind of right on the outside entrance of Avengers Campus. Avengers Campus kind of wraps around it, so the second entrance into Avengers Campus, which is backed by the Superhero Diner quick service, is on the back side of Tower of Terror. So it's kind of a big L shape, but it definitely feels more open than the California campus does. Now, we did just walk through it already. We were trying to figure out what we wanted to do to kill time, before our Pym reservation, and there were so many heroes out, which is just very different than the experience we had when we came during the early morning hour, because it was just, I guess they don't do the characters then. But we did come back, when was it, yesterday? At night, and they had a bunch out. So we saw the Thor and Loki show, they had the Guardians doing their dance party, so there was a bit going on at night, but we weren't here for very long. We just kind of came back in very quickly, but when we came in the first time, Captain Marvel was out here at the sign. They had Ant-Man at the portal where they do meet and greets, so it looks like now the Wasp is there. So this, what they're calling, I guess, the portal right here, is a designated spot for meet and greets, right to the left of Pym Kitchen. So Ant-Man and the Wasp are very fitting before our dinner. Then, just for, I guess, some layout, because it is different than California, right here on the right we have Web. Have not been on it, but we're not going to. It's just not a good use of our time since it's identical to what we've done in California's Avengers Campus many times. And then over here on the left is Pym Kitchen. Again, if you didn't see our other video where we talked about it, it is a sit-down buffet. It is not a quick service like California. So completely different. Same theming, but not a quick service. The quick service here is called Stark Factory, which is up ahead on the left. We did actually try yesterday after we had lunch somewhere. Earl sandwich, right. But we still wanted to try Stark Factory because we don't, obviously, that doesn't exist anywhere else. So we came here and we shared it. It's pizza and pasta. So we shared one bowl of pasta, and it was like a macaroni with a Parmesan sauce. And it was really good. So it's definitely a pretty decent quick service option, which is right here on the left through these windows. That is where they have the giant Hulkbuster suit. So if you want to see that, it is in Stark Factory. Then, of course, the glowing NBA facade, or what looks like the NBA experience, is Flight Force. So that is Friday. The artificial intelligence on the facade there that lights up next to the Quinjet, of course. They had Iron Man out on a car when we came by earlier. Right here is the Asgard podium. So they do the Thor and Loki show here. And then right past this stroller here, or ECV, is the main gift shop, Mission Equipment. And then past that, where you see Training Center, is where they do meet and greets with heroes. So you do have to do a virtual queue for that, so we have not done it yet. They have specific times of day. It's just like if you were to get a boarding group for Cosmic Rewind, but you do it for getting meet and greet returns with the characters. We have made it into Pym Kitchen. They have the growing and shrinking tunnel, just like California, but it looks like they're doing fruits rather than pretzels. And what else do they shrink in California?
I thought it was just pretzels.
Oh, maybe it's just pretzels. Anyway, here's the tunnel that we entered through. Basically the same as California, but you can see it is much bigger. They've got multiple dining rooms. Alright, I've gotten my first plate of food from Pym's. I don't know how much I'm going to end up getting, but there was definitely one thing that I wanted. They were out of at the moment, so I'll go back. But to give an idea of a variety of the food they have, because there's so many various things here, there's no one theme, it's just food of strange sizes. So some of it's also just normal. So this jambalaya, nothing really strange about it. But they had a potato and cheese of some form, which sounded good. They had little pork ribs. But this right here was a slice of a giant, and I'm talking like 2-foot long hot dog. So that was cool. They cut up a piece for me. They also had jumbo burger, which I want to try, but they were out of it. So it was like a, think like pizza-sized burger. But I'll have to go back for that, as well as some Caesar salad with a jumbo crouton. I did also want to show the presentation for the condiments, so the olive oil, etc., and a jumbo pretzel at every table. Sorry, they just brought our drinks over, but you get a pretzel on the little stand here. They bring that to your table when you first get seated. Amanda just came back with her food, but we got our drinks. So I got a Coke Zero included with the meal plan because the meal plan does not include alcohol. But I also wanted to try their signature drink, which was a sparkling wine-based drink. It is blue, and it looks really fun. I think it has some blue Chardonnay in it. Here's a quick look at my second plate, which you can see is mostly taken up by burger. I got another one of these potato cheese things because it was delicious. They also had some pasta at the kids buffet that I wanted to try because it looked good. Amanda got it as well. But she asked if I wanted a big or small piece of burger. I said small, and this is what I got. But I will say it looks really good. Here's a look at what I got for dessert. So they do have a soft serve machine, so I did get some ice cream. But I've got a couple little things to try. I got the wasp cell, which is some type of honey dessert. A mini donut. They also had, you could take pieces of a jumbo donut. Some type of Oreo dessert. It did not have a sign, so I don't know what it was called. And then also a pecan pie, which does look quite good. We are back in Disneyland after quite a lot of food at Pym's Kitchen. We're back because we have staked out what I consider to be a pretty good spot for the drones and the fireworks. I did already film it on our first day here, so if you didn't see Disney Delight, which is the drone show, or Disney Believes, I think it was Disney Dreams of Christmas is the Christmas fireworks show, check out day number 1. We did film them, so I won't be filming it again, but I do want to take photos and more and just kind of enjoy it this time since I was filming it the first time we saw it. But since we are here about 2 hours before the fireworks and we're going to be here for a little while, we decided to celebrate with something that you can only do at Disneyland Paris. We are here on our honeymoon after all, so here on Main Street, it's actually right at the corner by the Gibson Girl Ice Cream Parlor, that first building on the left where the ice cream parlor is in Magic Kingdom as well. They sell champagne. So there's a cart with champagne. I think it was 15 euros a glass, and you get to keep it. It's not glass, but it's like a very thick plastic. Like, it's a nice flute. And it does have the 30th logo on there. And you get to have some champagne on Main Street, which you obviously cannot do in California or Magic Kingdom. So, pretty cool, and something that we're going to enjoy while we wait for fireworks. That is going to be it for our third day in Disneyland Paris. It is in the future. We're back home. But we just love this park so much. So we had a really good third day. Pym's Kitchen was good. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite buffet I've ever been to as far as like the food. Our puppy's running around being crazy.
I think she doesn't like the microphone.
Maybe not. But the theming was super fun. So I still enjoyed it. I thought the food was pretty good. I mean, Boma is still my number 1 Disney buffet. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Like, I would definitely recommend if you're Oh my goodness.
She doesn't like it.
That's so rude. We're going to hope our dog does not bark at it again. But the food was good. Not my favorite of our meals, like, food-wise, but the giant burger I had was my favorite. I thought that was really good. So
I can't remember what I liked the most from that.
I think you liked the mac and cheese from the kids buffet.
Oh yeah, that was good.
But yeah, I do think if you're a Marvel fan, you'll enjoy it. I liked the concept of the mini food with the enlarged food, but Stark Factory is also really good. So if
I liked that.
Yeah, so if you
or pasta, whatever it was.
Yeah, if you don't have that many days and there's other restaurants you'd prefer trying, Stark Factory is a great option too if you would rather just do a quick service. I would definitely recommend Ratatouille or Bistro Chez Remy, I guess, or Walt's. Like, we did both of those. I thought they were better food than Pym's. But yeah, fun buffet. And then got to go back, waited 2 hours in the cold for the fireworks, which was rough, but I would say it was worth it for the view we had of the drones and the fireworks. So that was fun. Loved the drone show so much, and the champagne on Main Street was super unique.
Champagne was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. It's something we obviously can't do back home. So, really good third day. One more full day ahead. I already looked at the footage I took off the camera. It's going to be a long video of our final day. We did a lot. We tried to cover everything we hadn't done in the first 3 days, so we did some more of the walkthrough experiences that we hadn't done already. We did all of our favorites one final time, and we ate lunch at Walt's on Main Street. So it's a good final day. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see that video for the end of our trip at Disneyland Paris, as well as all of the content that we're filming back home. So we're in our Star Wars clothes because we just came home from Hollywood Studios. So we're checking out all of the holiday offerings at Walt Disney World, Universal Orlando, and SeaWorld Orlando as well, of course. So definitely check out all of that content to see what's going on for the holidays around Florida. But that's going to be it for day number 3 at Disneyland Paris. Give this video a like if you enjoyed a look at everything that we got to accomplish. And stay tuned for the next one. So that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching. And we'll see you guys the next time we go to Disney and beyond.